Another morning after a night of insomnia. I'm sorry, but you guys get to see me getting ready for work and doing part of my morning routine because I have to run. And no, I'm not making this up. There's no way I could make this up. A lemonade stand at work today. Yes, you heard that correctly. A lemonade stand. Why do I have to work a lemonade stand? I don't know. What am I doing? I take these little razors and I run them over my face 3 times a week to get off dead hair, dead skin cells, because I'm too cheap to go play for dermaplaning when I can do it myself. Yes, I know it's not the same results as a professional doing it, but, you know, close enough. I used to work for Estee Lauder and another skin care company, and so I've been obsessed with skincare since I was like 19, and I have enough makeup and skincare for about 45 people that I'll never use probably in my lifetime. Anyway, back to the insomnia. Part of the insomnia is because I'm worried sick about my dog. I have 2 pugs, Jackson and Bentley. Jackson has not been eating lately or wanting to eat, and for Jackson that's completely abnormal because Jackson eats everything, like stuff he shouldn't eat, like a chocolate bar one time, one of those giant size bricks of chocolate. Yeah, he ate that. So he flipped over last night and he has what looks like a hernia on his stomach. And then one of my friends got me scared because she said it could be a mast cell tumor because pugs very commonly have those. So I'm up early because my vet opens at 7:30 so that I can call them as soon as possible and try to rush him up there before I have to go sit outside in the Arkansas heat and run a lemonade stand. This is National Suicide Awareness Week, and since I work for a mental health hospital, we are very big on anything that has to do with suicide prevention and awareness. How a lemonade stand fits into that, I'm still not sure. We did it last year, and we were outside because we have this my hospital has this white tent that we set up. I kid you not when I tell you people were driving by asking if we were doing COVID testing, because last year, you know, we were right in the middle of the first pandemic wave, and everywhere you would go to get COVID tested in Arkansas typically had a white tent set up. And we had no sign saying that we were a lemonade stand. It was very unclear as to what we were doing out there. And so we had people hanging their heads out of their car window going, "Are you guys doing COVID testing?" And we were like, "No, we're not." It was pretty funny. It wasn't funny. At the time, we were frustrated. We were like, what are we doing out here in all this heat? And people are stopping by asking if we're COVID testing. It doesn't make any sense for us to be out here, because if you've never been to Arkansas during the summer, people say it's hot other places, and I'm sure that it is. I'm not downplaying that. In Arkansas, it's hot, and then you have to factor in the humidity, because the humidity here is next level. I don't know where this humidity got the right to be so audacious about, like, hey, I'm just going to take over, and the minute you walk outside, you can't breathe. It's awful. It could be 85 degrees here with a heat index of 110, because that humidity just smacks you in the face. You can't even breathe. I've gone to other states that, you know, oh, it's a desert here, and I'm like, it feels amazing. I could wear freaking long sleeves here and be so happy. You have no idea. So, yeah. I joked with somebody one time. The joke didn't go over well. I joked about it because my dad is a pastor, and I said, this place is where Satan comes to cool off, and the breeze is his fan. And my dad was like, Lisa, that's completely inappropriate. And I was like, well, Dad, you have to have fun at the expense of something. I mean, you just do. I should be talking about COVID because this is a COVID channel, but I'm too focused on my eyebrows because I'm wondering if they will ever go back from the Christina Aguilera days of we thought we should cut our eyebrows all off to the thinnest possible degree. My eyebrows were just a line at one point in time. I mean, just a line. I have pictures where my eyebrows were just a line. And I've tried to grow them back in. And it just doesn't go well. So I usually draw them on now. Part of my eyebrows fell out with COVID when my hair fell out. When my hair started falling out in clumps, I noticed my eyebrows thinned too. And I was like, well, so much for growing those out. Start over. I use lash serum on them. Somebody somewhere told me to use coconut oil. Everybody says coconut oil for everything, and I just don't buy it. I just don't buy it. Like, coconut oil cannot be a one-stop shop for everything. It just can't. If you want to try to convince me otherwise, you can. You're probably not. I never do my eyes first on makeup anymore, but since I'm back here in my makeup room where all my eye makeup is, I might as well. Shoot. I don't like doing something rainbowish today, but at the same time, since I know I'm going to be outside for 2 hours, probably not a good idea. And I'm not going to use concealer as a base because concealer just makes your eyeshadow slide. People are like, I use concealer as an eyeshadow base. And I'm like, and you wonder why your eyelids get oily. Concealer is oil-based. Find me a matte concealer and I'll use it as an eyeshadow base. Until then, I'll stick with my paint pots and my Anastasia stuff here because concealer slides. Think about when you put it under your eyes. It slides. This stuff, once you set it, is going nowhere. And I don't mean set it with powder. I mean, in a second when it dries, it's not going anywhere. The COVID insomnia is real. When's it going to stop? Does anybody else suffer from that? When I had COVID, I was so tired. And I thought, oh, I'll be able to sleep. Joke's on you, ma'am. I have lots of questions about that virus. Lots of questions. Lots of questions that I probably would be in trouble for if I asked. Videos would get taken down. Nobody want to hear what comes out of my mouth. Because when you ask too many questions, suddenly they want to shut you up. Because how dare you question the experts, the people who know best. How many of them have had it? Think about that. How many of them have had the long hauler symptoms? Oh, but don't you dare talk about that. I'm from Arkansas, where the Clintons are from. There's lots of jokes about not talking about them and things like that. They're like the Voldemorts around here. Don't speak their name. Ooh, I have a cat next to me who apparently wants to be in the video. Okay, I've done enough playing. I really do have to get ready. We're going to hope for a good day. I'm not expecting a good day because I don't think being out in the sun for however many hours I'm going to be out in the sun is going to do a lot for me. But, you know, here's hoping. I'll let you know how it goes. Bye, guys.